So, we filmed this right next to the wonderful Bob Hope Airport, which is an amazing airport. It's a pleasure to fly out of there. But it's not so much fun when you're trying to tape and Southwest airplanes are taking off, or Burbank buses, as you may have just heard.
Or school buses from the preschool.
Or the ice cream truck, which we just had brought over downstairs to make us ice cream sandwich, starts blaring its music. So you may be hearing all of these things with our microphone, hopefully not. So it looks like we're in Seattle, but this is actually not so sunny Burbank, California. And this is the first video episode of the Full Moon Show in our new season. Standing here with us, Ryan Schneider, Brian Intihar, and of course, creative director on Ratchet and Clank Future, Brian Elgeier. And we're just back from E3, and this is our first video show, so bear with us a little bit.
Yeah, you missed it a couple months ago. We were talking about cat turds over there, so it was a very entertaining discussion earlier.
We have the largest kitty litter box in all of Burbank.
There's a lot of really cool. We'll get back to Ratchet, but we can talk a little bit. There's a lot of cool games besides Ratchet. Obviously, Ratchet was the coolest game, for sure. We were in the Sony booth the whole time, but so we definitely
Uncharted 2 looks pretty incredible.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Heavy Rain, God of War 3.
I know. I checked out Alan Wake, some of the stuff that Bethesda's up to.
So basically, you got to play a lot of stuff, and we actually all worked. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's how I roll, man.
That's where you were.
Awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, that cushy Sony Europe booth with all the big couches and the 5 o'clock
right.
beer
Hors
hour.
d'oeuvres too, right?
Hors d'oeuvres,
Yeah,
right.
we
You know
got
what?
hors
They
d'oeuvres.
catered food up there.
We just had these little cubes that
Yeah,
we
but
sat
you guys get to be on all the podcasts and all, doing all the
Wait,
blogs.
let's not forget, what did he do after E3 was over?
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
right.
The
Then he
Lakers
goes to
game.
the Lakers
Game
game.
NBA Finals. Man, you had a tough E3.
I really did.
Oh.
So you weren't the only person that went to the Lakers game, right?
Yeah, so there was that big furry creature named Ratchet that may have made a appearance or two outside of Staples and definitely drew a lot lot of interest. People could not get enough of seeing Ratchet in his giant Kobe Bryant
Did
jersey.
you ask any weird questions? Was that like...
I got to ask a couple weird questions.
Oh, yes.
What would Ratchet say to Barack Obama?
What?
And I'm like, well, are you asking if he's Republican or Democrat? And they're like, yeah, that's a good question. I'm like, well, he doesn't know. He's an alien, I mean, they don't have Republicans and Democrats on his planet.
The same journalist, though, I was after the breakout, I think he was from Columbia, he asked
Yeah.
you what you would do if you had a tail.
That's right. Yes.
That's not the first time I've heard that
yeah.
asked by other journalists.
I told him the chicks dig the tail. There were some good celebrity sightings in the Sony booth too, like Mini Me was there. I
from
saw
Austin Powers,
who I was taller than, just for the record.
all right.
We need to get him to get painted gray and put giant green eyes on and just ride on Ratchet's back. It'd be perfect.
And I heard, I guess some guys ran into the voice of Mario over at Nintendo's booth, and he had the It's a Me Mario badge, but he's also doing one of the voices in the game for a character
who has not been revealed
yet.
Yes,
Kraken
Charles
Top.
Martinet.
Yes.
He's a great guy. Really cool.
Ratchet was all over E3. Paul, the man with the camera right now, was accompanying him around, and we've got a little reel we're going to show here.
He might have had the best E3.
I think he did.
I'm convinced he did.
He went on many adventures.
Yeah, I think the chicks dig Ratchet.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's the tail or the ears, but...
It's probably both.
So we're going to go ahead and check that out, and then we'll come back to kind of talk about what's coming up next. Ooh, airplane. So we'll be back in a couple weeks with an audio show. We're going to tease a little bit more of Comic-Con at that point.
And we're going to show off the winner of the weapons contest. There's also some really cool new weapons features that I think people will be surprised by.
And, behind closed doors at E3 and during our breakout, we showed the Clank gameplay for the first time ever. And we're going to actually take the full wraps off of that. We just kind of previewed it, sneak peeked it for a bunch of people. There's that one screenshot out there that people can kind of get an idea of what it's looking like. But we're going to take the full wraps off of that at Comic-Con and let people see a little bit more of Clank's levels. And actually, I guess I should go back and say, if you're going to be at Comic-Con, the game will be on the show floor, playable. So it's the first chance for the public to get their hands on the game. So if you Ratchet fans are nearby, or not so nearby, Comic-Con's the place to be. And we'll all be there at Comic-Con so you can meet and say hi. We are really, in the final stretch, actually, of developing this game. So we'll be talking a lot more about that and everything else going on.
Maybe if you guys have some ideas for mystery guests, if you guys let us know. Obviously we're still talking to people, but if there's someone you guys really want to hear from, maybe there's a game coming out in a couple of months, let us know. Try to get them on the podcast.
Yeah, hit us up on our Twitter feed, Insomniac Games. We're giving out Quest for Booty codes. Yeah, shameless plug for we're giving away Quest for Booty codes. We're going to give away some exclusive Ratchet and Clank t-shirts that were used at E3, designed in-house. You should check those out too. Check us out on our fan Facebook page, Ratchet and Clank Future, Cracking Time as well.
Keep going. Delicious.com and /Insomniac Games. Keep going. What
if
else?
there's social media, then that's where you'll find Ratchet. So.
And of course, there's always the easy way. You can just email us, podcast@insomniacgames.com. Send us your comments about this video presentation and your questions for next week's audio show.
Nope, but there's a cat over there somewhere.
Oh, is
no,
really?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. You totally had me.
But that's the perfect close. Watch him poop.
That's all for this week from the Full Moon Show. We will see you guys in a couple weeks. Hopefully you have some good outtakes, though, right?
Did somebody say Ratchet Dance Party? Ha ha ha!